25-year-old Air Force Staff Sergeant Dean Patrick Witt was one of them. Witt's family says his appendicitis was repeatedly misdiagnosed. After emergency surgery, Witt ended up brain dead. He later died. Military law expert Eugene Fidel.
You talk to military families who believe they have a malpractice case against the military, and you tell them what?
It's very, very difficult when I get these calls, and I get these calls repeatedly. Over the course of the year, I probably get one every 2 months. These people have to be made to understand that the law simply doesn't permit them to bring a lawsuit. They can bring a lawsuit, but their lawsuit will be a complete waste of time.
We showed Attorney Fidel a copy of Sergeant Rodriguez's medical records, military emails. Sergeant Rodriguez's commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel B.W. Barnhill, quotes a military nurse who called Rodriguez's case, quote, a major screw-up. He should have been immediately seen and the wart removed, and we may not have gotten to where we are now.
When he was in Iraq, and the doctor says, have someone look at it when you get back to the States in 5 months.
If a member of my family had a comparable condition myself, and somebody said, I'm sorry, no one can see you for 5 months, I'd fire the doctor.
He didn't have that option.
No, he didn't. I hope members of Congress are watching this show.
Because?
The law has got to change.
What's the military's response?
I'm not prepared to discuss the Feres Doctrine today.
3 weeks after our initial request, the Pentagon granted an interview with Navy Captain William Roberts, medical officer of the Marine Corps. But Captain Roberts wouldn't discuss the Feres Doctrine or Sergeant Rodriguez's case, saying it was under investigation. As for how many cases, like the sergeant's...
I do not have those numbers at all.
Because those numbers don't exist, or you can't provide them?
I certainly don't know them.
If Carmelo Rodriguez was a civilian, his family would have the right to seek damages.
I am sorry, but I can't comment on the legality of that type of redress.
But for the Rodriguez family, the best they can hope for is a final report.
They will get a final report if they ask for it.
Because he was a Marine, Sergeant Carmelo Rodriguez received a military funeral. But it was an honor his family paid for. As it turns out, Rodriguez was forced into retirement due to his illness. Since he was retired, the military was no longer obligated to pay for his funeral. His son, Carmelo Rodriguez IV, was shown the gratitude of a grateful nation, an American flag, and 55% of his father's benefits.
And for those who say when those young men and women sign that line saying, I turn my life over to the U.S. military, they willingly give up some of those rights.
George Washington said that when a person puts on the uniform, he does not cease being a citizen.
Carmelo Rodriguez was a citizen, and to his family and friends,
He's so cute, Poppy.
he was so much more.